welcome to Season 1, Episode 5 of Pro Wrestling's Top 50. I'm your host, Travis McNeil, and today we hit match number 46 on our list, which is the KOD Openweight title match between the champion, Masato Tanaka, and the challenger, Konosuke Takeshita, from the DDT Judgement 2020 show held on March the 20th. Now, this was a weird period that the show took place because we were just starting to take COVID seriously, and a lot of areas were going into lockdown. This show, however, had fans in attendance, so just given the time and going back and rewatching it now, it's a little bit bizarre. That out of the equation, though. This is a match that I think was incredibly underrated in the grand scheme of the year, simply because Tanaka had a title defense later on in the year against Tetsuya Endo that got a lot more hype than this one did, and it sort of overshadowed it a little bit. I might be in the minority, but I did prefer this match to that encounter. Criticism aside of Takeshita maybe not selling the leg as much as he should have, I do find that the story of this match was able to carry it much past that being an annoyance for me. Baseline story of this one, whether it was intentional or not, it's what I took from it, is you have a young guy that I'm going to assume watched a lot of Masato Tanaka in his youth, stepping up to the legend and borrowing a lot of his signature spots and basically trying to show that he can hang and he could be just as much of a badass as Tanaka is. We'll real quick touch on the fact that Masato Tanaka, 24 years or however long it's been into his career at this point, the man is incredible. He goes just as hard as he did in 1998. He arguably is in better shape than he was at that point. The man is ageless. The man is a phenom. Story of this match, they did a really quick pace early on that led to a big Takeshita dive. From there, though, Tanaka went after the knee, completely ruthless with it. He did his signature splash from the top through a table on the floor, then, used a piece of the table to immediately go after his knee, which was awesome and disgusting. Hit his signature sliding D elbow well. Takeshita's knee, was trapped in the ropes. So just a lot of really cool, different work over that. Like I said, the story that I took from it was Takeshita trying to show that he could hang with Tanaka. There was a spot, where the ref got bumped. Tanaka hit Takeshita with a chair, and it was just completely no-sold, like, how Tanaka and Mike Awesome used to do back in the late 90s in ECW. So I thought that was really cool. There's just a completely ludicrous spot where Takeshita hits an air raid crash on the top turnbuckle to Tanaka, who Tanaka at 50 plus years old is way too old to be taking something like that. He has enough punches on his bump card that it's completely unnecessary, but still amazingly cool and just a testament to his craziness. Also shout out to Johnny Cockstrong for the move inspiration there. But yeah, they just build and build and build and build to an amazingly good finish. Takeshita gets a couple near falls off roll-ups and things like that. It just starts to go down with elbow after elbow, sliding D after sliding D. And finally, as Tanaka goes to deliver the final one, Takeshita looks at him and they actually stand up. Takeshita tries a couple of really weak elbows, connects with one really stiff one before Tanaka finally puts him away with elbows of his own. Arguably, I saw some criticism online when this match initially happened, that, why should Tanaka, beat the young star? Takeshita's been champ before. It wasn't his time here. It was building to the title drop to Endo. And they just, I don't want to say it was, like a charity reign for Tanaka, to thank him for everything he's done in pro wrestling. But I was really happy to see him get, a somewhat lengthy reign with a bunch of really solid title defenses against, quality opponents. Just to show that this is a man that's been around for so long, a complete legend that's maybe been a little underappreciated, you know, finally getting his due in the year 2020. It's a great match. It can be checked out on DDT Universe. As always, you know, please follow on Twitter and Instagram at Wrestling50, the word 50 spelled out, not numerical. Please subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already, like the video, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this match in the comments. Until tomorrow, please join us again as we count down Pro Wrestling's Top 50.